gosh, what an absolutely
That's
massive
why we
play to
all
start the
play.
game.
Is he
going to get the one shot? He gets the one-hit KO!
Hey everybody, welcome to Pokemon Feet, Pokemon facts, Easter eggs, and trivia. I'm going to try to teach you something you don't know about the Pokemon series, but if I fail, whatever. Let's do it. Oh Jinx, you strange Pokemon you. Jinx was once deemed so apparently racist that Nintendo had to update its design, changing Jinx's skin from black to purple. Well, can anyone here tell me the last game to feature a black-faced Jinx? Anyone? If you said Pokemon Tetris for the Pokemon Mini, first off, how did you know that? And secondly, you're absolutely correct. Following Pokemon Tetris, Jinx's skin was changed to purple indefinitely. And to top that off, many of the old episodes featuring black-faced Jinx were banned in a multitude of countries, all throughout the world. There is one exception to this rule, however. Brazil never actually banned any of these seemingly controversial episodes. Go figure. Sabrina is a Psychic-type gym leader most famous for giving a player in Red and Blue their 6th gym badge, following the progression of beating Brock, Misty, Lieutenant Surge, Erica, and Koga. But, did you know that you can technically face Sabrina as early as the 2nd gym in the first generation games? This is all because of the Color Case's ability to transfer items directly between games in Red, Blue, and Yellow. Hence, it is possible to face Sabrina as your 2nd gym leader challenge, so long as a drink has been transferred into a player's game in order to bypass Saffron City's thirsty guard. Sharpedo is kinda like a log with some fins, right? Well, it's also a Water-Dark Dual-type Pokemon. Usually when a Pokemon is a Water type, it learns Water-type moves as it levels up, right? Right? Well, despite being a Water-type Pokemon, Sharpedo couldn't learn any Water-type moves by level up in Generation 3. Then in Gen 4, everything changed, and now it can learn, just Aqua Jet. Yeah. The Polka Rap was always kinda cool. I loved listening to it during Pikachu's Jukebox, following some of the anime episodes. First off though, did you even know there was a Hoenn Polka Rap? Yeah, it was the 3rd and final of the Polka Raps, if you can even believe they had that many. Well, in this version, there are 2 Pokemon excluded from the song altogether. These Pokemon are Zigzagoon and Relicanth. Strangely enough, Mew and Celebi were actually included in the Hoenn version, despite missing from the raps about their own respective generations. What the heck? You may recall Berg, who is the gym leader of the Castelia City Gym in Unova. This gym is the 3rd gym in the region and happens to sport bug-type Pokemon. I mean, come on, even the badge is named the Insect Badge. One might say his appearance is quite intriguing, to say the least, but what's really intriguing is how his design came about in the first place. Sugimori was asked to design a cool young man who was also an artist. After some thought, he had only finished his hair, so in order to finish the rest of the design, Sugimori asked his fellow female employees what were good qualities in a man, and used their descriptions to finish Berg. Yep, that's how it was done. Dig's a pretty awesome move because it can act like a free escape rope in-game. If you're ever lost in a cave, instead of losing 550 Poké Dollars, your Diglett can dig a tunnel for you and get you out for free. Well, that being said, it's actually possible to use Dig to escape from Bell, Burned, and Sprout towers. Wait, think about that for a second. These are multiple story buildings. Where can you dig? Where are you going? Seriously. This is actually allowed by the game because, as can be seen from the in-battle background used in Generation 4, these buildings are technically classified as a cave area rather than a building, to allow wild Pokemon to be found while walking around in them. Pikachu is Pokemon's cute little mascot, and being the flagship Pokemon for the series, Pikachu's name is spelled the exact same way in every language, except one. Here's your chance to guess. Go ahead, I'll give you a second. Alright, time's up. Pikachu's name is the same in every language except in Korean, where it's spelled as Pikachu instead. Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Blue Rescue Team and Red Rescue Team took a pretty novel approach to the Pokemon series. These games were strangely released together, but on two separate platforms, Blue for the DS and Red on the Game Boy Advance. If you recall, the original DSs had a slot for both a DS game and a Game Boy Advance game, which you could choose from while booting up the system. Well, the original Japanese release of Blue Rescue Team would accidentally wipe the data from all Game Boy Advance games in the Nintendo DS's second slot, unless that game was Red Rescue Team. Oh my god, that's horrifying. Thankfully, this was fixed in all subsequent releases. Instead of a sprite fact, let's discuss about Pokemon moves. In Generation 1, there were only 5 electric-type moves available: Thunder, Thunder Wave, Thunderbolt, Thunder Punch, and Thunder Shock. Did you notice something there? Yes, every single electric-type move introduced in Generation 1 began with the word Thunder. Creative, guys, creative. And to finish up this week, let's talk about a Pokemon move that's dominated much of VGC's history. In December 2005, prior to the release of Diamond and Pearl, CoroCoro Comics ran a contest in which fans could name a new move being introduced to the games. The name Draco Meteor was that winner. Thanks so much for watching, everybody. I hope you had a good time on this week's episode of Pokemon Feet. If you liked it, feel free to leave me a like or a comment. Both of those are pretty freaking amazing. And if you think you can put up with me again, feel free to maybe even hit that subscribe button. I don't know, up to you, but it'd be pretty cool. Anyway, thanks so much for watching. I hope you guys had a good time, and I hope to see you guys back here next week on another episode of Pokemon Feet.
Who's that Pokemon?
Foot.
Wooper! Woopa!
Foot.